The Paper Money Riot, a historical humans production. Immediately following the American Revolutionary War, many individuals, states, and even the nation as a whole were suffering from large debts. The nation did not have a paper currency or a bullion coin to hold value, and as such, it became difficult to pay off debts for the poor farmers. This led to an armed uprising in New Hampshire that was a part of the overall Shays Rebellion. A group that referred to themselves as regulators demanded the printing of paper money, following the ideals that paper notes on credit would stimulate the local economies. Their petitions went unanswered, and becoming further frustrated by the inaction, they would often turn violent. In Rockingham County, New Hampshire, regulators armed themselves and marched on Exeter to demand they issued the money. The New Hampshire governor at the time, John Sullivan, quelled the rebellion while secretly calling upon nearby towns to raise their militia and to come to Exeter. By the next morning, over 2,000 men had managed to ambush the rebels, and many of the rebel leaders were captured, albeit later pardoned. This did end up leading to a convention being held to discuss the issues at hand. Federalist and opponent to the paper money, William Plummer, took part in a prank that was to make a mockery of the proceedings and disenfranchise those in favor. Speaker of the House John Langdon was also aware of the prank and decided to play along with the ruse. Those who were sincere in the reforms felt demoralized, the farmers feeling that their voices had not been heard or respected. On September 20th, 1786, 200 men from Rockingham County gathered, led by Joseph French, James Cochrane, and John McKean, as they marched in military column to Exeter. They planned to surround the town meeting hall and force the assembly to print currency. However, on this day in particular, the legislature was actually meeting in the First Church of Exeter, while the Superior Court was at the meeting hall. John Sullivan engaged the mob and discussed the matter with the insurgents. He promised to do all that he could for their goal. He didn't disperse the crowd, though, because he felt as though they would calm down if they were able to assemble freely. Many of the locals were unhappy with the armed men who stormed their hometown, and a number of local townspeople marched in military formation towards the crowd. They tried to give the impression that they were Hackett's Artillery Company from Portsmouth. The regulators dispersed and set up camp on the road back to Kingston. At this point, Sullivan had sent the word out to gather the militia. Several of the rebels were caught, including French, Cochrane, and McKean, under the charge of treason. They were all eventually pardoned and their charges dismissed. The legislature did finally pen a bill regarding paper money, and that was shot down based on popular vote. While not a direct cause, this uprising paved the way for the Coinage Act of 1792, which established the U.S. dollar as the standard unit of money. They also established the U.S. Mint and regulated coinage of the United States. Few interesting things of note: there are a number of former units of U.S. coinage that are no longer widely circulated. These include the Eagles, which were $10 denomination coins, half Eagles, which were $5, quarter Eagles, which were $2.50, and there was even a half cent that was circulated until 1857. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to subscribe and share with your friends.